From dangerous prehistoric creatures to an impeccable cast, Adam Driver's new sci-fi film is all the rage these days. Here's everything we know so far, starting with some rather hushed marketing. This one's been a long time coming. 65 was first announced way back in 2020, and fans have been waiting for a poster, a trailer, or literally anything ever since. But they barely got it, and I don't know why. Shortly after the big announcement, news of Driver's casting broke out. Now, I'm sure you all remember that Adam was on a roll in 2020. His performance in Marriage Story earned him a lot of praise, as well as an Academy Award nomination. He was bagging roles left and right, and safe to say, he had established himself in the big leagues in Hollywood.
No, if you want to go outside there, like just put a mask on so nobody knows who you are, because Star Wars was very, hadn't come out. Not gonna like it till I didn't know the rules of a Comic-Con. Like, okay. I got in at a hotel. Maybe tomorrow I'll go get a coffee, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't get a coffee." I'm like, well. Maybe I'll get a coffee in the hotel.
With a lead as popular as Driver, you'd expect major marketing for the movie, right? Especially since they had more than 2 long years of wait time ahead of them. Thanks to social media, you don't even have to wait. You can start marketing whatever it is from the get-go. But 65 did none of that. The most fans got were mere rumors and very surface-level details. This is more surprising too, since 65 isn't an indie or art house film. It's a major sci-fi movie that could garner a lot of attention very easily. Honestly, for all I know, this could be an elaborate marketing plan. Maybe they want to make the movie's news as mysterious as the plot is. And speaking of the plot, I have to talk about the trailer. Honestly, the wait time isn't completely unexpected. It's okay if a film's production gets delayed, and in the case of sci-fi films like this one, this is an even stronger possibility. But you see, that's not what happened to 65. Filming wrapped up way back in early 2021. Early 2021. Yep, these guys had 2 years to add all the CGI or special effects they needed, and they certainly took their sweet time doing it. So even the first trailer was released in December of last year. But enough about just how much we had to wait for it. It's time to see what's in it. From an overview, the trailer teases a very moody and tense atmosphere. Adam is a very technical talking lead who seems very unsure of his surroundings.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. I'm not giving anything away, am I?
No, in life and in the movie, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're in Italy, but okay. yeah, selling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's exposed to prehistoric dangers around him, and that's when the pace really kicks in. Add that to a jump scare here and there, and multiple shots of special effects, and 65 looks like one of the most awaited sci-fi movies of 2023. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. A new trailer was released in late January as well, and that's only strengthened my expectations. But it's also given me some doubts, and I'll talk about them in a little bit. You should definitely still watch the trailer, and while you're at it, prepare yourself for the release date, which is coming sooner than you'd think. Normally, movies of this scale take many months between the first trailer and the actual release, but not 65. The studios changed the release date several times during production and post-production. I, for one, was very confused about the whole thing. Different news outlets were giving different information, and I had no idea who to believe. A formal announcement in May 2022 cited a May 2022 release, but we all know that didn't happen. Now, the film's scheduled to release on March 10th, 2023. Yeah, that's like less than 2 weeks away. This means crazy fans have only a few days to come up with theories about the plot, and I am here to help with that process. Let's take a look at what the film's about. The trailer didn't come alone. It also brought with itself an official plot synopsis. The synopsis reads that Adam's character, who's called Mills, has found himself on an unknown planet after a disastrous crash. But that planet isn't from another galaxy, it's Earth, just 65 million years ago. This sounds so intriguing, doesn't it? He's got one companion with him, Koa, played by the amazing Ariana Greenblatt, and together they must survive this dangerous terrain, and they only get one chance. Also, the prehistoric creatures I mentioned in the beginning, well, put 2 and 2 together and you'll know that they're dinosaurs. I know, I can feel the chills too. Watching Adam Driver in an intense face-off with dinosaurs, take all my money. Wait, actually, actually, not just yet. Remember I talked about my doubts after watching the new trailer? Well, they told us that this is, in fact, Earth, and not another planet. And I don't know about you, but I think this could make for a very good plot twist that should have been revealed in the movie, not the trailer. Not just that, I'm also on the fence about the special effects here. But will that stop me from watching it 1,000 times and forcing everyone else to as well? Absolutely not, because the film may leave a lot to be desired right now, but I have full faith in this cast. I mean, it's Adam Driver, you guys. When has this man done a bad movie? You've seen Marriage Story and House of Gucci, right? And who can forget The Last Duel? For me, Driver's presence is enough to get my attention, and I'm sure it'll get many others as well. This actor has an amazing reputation in Hollywood, and his role as the lead is very reassuring. It's possible the film may not be great, but I'm sure it won't be trash. Not by far. He's done work in many genres, but 65 is going to be his first entry into the sci-fi genre. I'm sure he saw something in the script that compelled him to take on this project. And it's not just Adam whose presence gives me hope. He'll be joined by Chloe Coleman and Ariana Greenblatt, both amazing actresses with a great body of work. And that's all I've got on the cast so far. There could likely be more people joining in, but the trailer doesn't give away anything else. Also, since this is a film about humans stranded in the time of dinosaurs, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the full ensemble. Seems pretty realistic too, don't you think? Safe to say, the cast makes the film look pretty promising, but it's not just the cast. Of course, ultimately a good film is measured by who's making it. And here's the filmmaking team behind 65. Adam wouldn't just sign this film if he loved the script. He'd have to trust the people working on it as well, especially for a genre such as science fiction. And he sure did his research, because 65 has some great names attached to it. It's a co-production between Columbia Pictures, Sony Pictures Entertainment, Raimi Productions, Braun Creative, and Backwoods. Sam Raimi's the man behind Spider-Man, so I have good faith in him. Plus, the directors are Scott Beck and Brian Woods. These two wrote A Quiet Place, one of the most successful horror films of our time. I think 65 is in very safe hands. Even the composer is hard to miss. It's Danny Elfman, alongside Chris Bacon, who composed for Men in Black International. No one's forgotten that score. Zainab Azizi, Jason Cloth, Aaron L. Gilbert, Deborah Liebling, Suraj Maraboyana, and Douglas C. Merrifield are also credited as producers alongside Beck and Raimi. And let's not forget the cinematographer, the one and only Salvatore Totino. You know, the same guy who shot principal photography on Everest. Costume design is by Michael Kaplan, who's known for his beautiful work on Armageddon. I don't know about you, but these names are enough to make 65 one of the most promising movies of this year, and I can't wait to watch it. That's all on everything about Driver's new movie.
Doesn't that hatred you've been hearing the clan say, doesn't that piss you off?
Of course it does.
And why are you acting like you ain't got skin in the game?